I was busy thinking about boys. I was busy dreaming about boys. Head is spinning thinking about.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. Today's video is going to be another video in my DIY birthday series. This time we are doing edible gifts that are perfect for anyone. So if you guys are in a pinch looking for a gift or you just don't really want to spend a ton of money, this is like a great option to actually make something because A, it looks like you're putting in a ton of effort and it really comes from the heart, and it also just does not take very much time at all. So hope you guys enjoy the video, and if you like these videos that I do in this series, give it a thumbs up and I will have the other ones linked down below. This is the first of the edible ones, so if you want to see other DIY birthday gifts, then check below. And I did want to let you guys know that I am extending my back to school giveaway, so you have time to enter. If you're new to this video, new to my channel, go check out my back to school giveaway. You're not going to want to miss it. And if there's friends of yours that haven't entered, then they still have time to do that. And of course, if you are new to my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and leave me a comment down below when your birthday is. Mine is October 24th, so it's like kinda coming up. But is your birthday coming up, or did it just recently pass? I wanna know. Leave it down below. And I think that's about it. Let's go ahead and jump into the DIY edible birthday gifts. Starting off with the recipe for the Funfetti Cookies. These are super easy to make, and of course I'm using a stand mixer, but feel free to just use a bowl and stir it in. It'll be super simple. You're gonna start off with a full box of Funfetti cake mix and then add in 1 teaspoon of baking powder, not baking soda. Make sure it's baking powder. Mixing everything as I go, I'm adding in 2 eggs as well as ½ a cup of softened butter, which the softened part is again kind of important. Add in 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and then you're gonna need a lot of sprinkles for this. So I used about a cup of sprinkles. I got this big tub at Michael's if you guys are curious. I did add the sprinkles bit by bit, so I started off with ½ a cup, blend that or mix that in, and then add in the rest of the sprinkles. And then once everything is very well combined, I just love the look of this, by the way. I love the look of cookie dough, especially with sprinkles in it. I think it's so pretty. I was able to fit about 12 cookies onto my 1 baking tray using my cookie scoop, so just make sure that the balls of the cookie dough are even, just so they bake all kind of around the same size. And then you can stick that into the oven for 12 to 13 minutes on 350, and then take them out when they are a little bit crisp and golden, and they should look something like this. I think they turned out so good. They are definitely sweet, but I really like them because they weren't too overpowering with the Funfetti cake flavor, and again, they're just really pretty to look at because of the fun sprinkles, and I think they'd be a really good birthday gift. Moving on to the giant pizza cookie recipe. This one kind of has a few more ingredients, so I will have all the recipes in the description bar below just so you can go and reference that if you miss anything or if I miss anything. So definitely check that if you want to make these things yourself. But I started off with some room temperature or, softened butter, as well as some brown sugar and some white sugar, adding in 1 large egg and going ahead and mixing all those wet ingredients. And then I added in 2 teaspoons of vanilla. You're also going to need 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons of cornstarch, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and ½ a teaspoon of salt if you don't have salted butter already in there. Now comes the fun part where you get to add in the chocolate chips. So the recipe calls for 1 1/4 cup, but I kind of just eyeballed it. So I started off with about a cup, and then I did add a little bit more in as I went. Of course, depending on how chocolatey the person likes it, you can add in more. Once that is fully combined, you can go ahead and press this onto a pan. Now, I will say that using a round pizza pan would be a lot easier. However, I recently moved and I have no idea where my pan is. So I just used a regular cookie tray and just did my best to make it circular, using a rolling pin to roll it out, and just make it kind of even and to the best of your ability, the same thickness all the way around. Then just pop it in the oven at 350 for about 22 to 25 minutes or until it is crisp and golden and pretty well done. This is what it should look like when it is finished. Now, moving on to decorating, you can do this however you like. I'm not the most creative when it comes to this kind of stuff. As you can see, I just took some candy melt, melted it down with some coconut oil in the microwave, and then kind of drizzled it on the cookie. It didn't look the best, but definitely when I added the sprinkles, it looked a lot better. By all means, you can add like happy birthday and icing. You could decorate it like a Miss Fields cookie cake kind of thing. This is totally up to you and the person you're giving it to, so go ahead, have fun. I really did enjoy this part, but yeah, definitely looked a little bit better once I added sprinkles. This is a great birthday option if you know someone doesn't like cake, so you can cut this up like a pizza and serve it such as a cake, put candles in it. I think it's super fun, and again, it can be good for sharing or for eating all to yourself. No judgment. And the final recipe in today's video is for Rice Krispy square donuts. Now, I'd have to say this one is probably my favorite, and if you've never made Rice Krispy squares before, it's super easy. Basically, you start off with melted or softened butter. Mine was very, very softened because of the heat. And then the recipe does call for 5 cups of mini marshmallows. However, I only had large marshmallows, so I just kind of, estimated my best. That's all we can do. Baking is just like a gamble, to be quite honest. So go ahead and put all the marshmallows and butter into a microwave safe bowl. Pop that in the microwave for about 1:30 until all the marshmallows are puffed up. Take that out, and then for adding the Rice Krispies, you kind of want to do this in batches just so it doesn't get too overwhelming. I started off with about 2 cups, and then in total I think I used about 6 cups. Totally on the preference of the texture of your Rice Krispies that you like. I like mine a little bit more crisp, if that makes sense. Once you have everything combined really well, you can go ahead and press this onto a baking tray. Again, I don't know where my regular baking tray is because of the move, so I just used a regular cake pan and put some parchment paper down. And for pressing the mixture into the pan, I highly recommend using a non-stick spray on your spatula or on your hands, whatever works for you, but definitely non-stick spray is going to be the key here so you don't get really sticky fingers. Go ahead and stick that into the fridge for about a couple hours or until it's hardened solid. Once the Rice Krispies are solid, you can go ahead and take them out and put them onto a cutting board, and then using a biscuit cutter, I just pressed out a circle and then used a smaller tool, I think that's like a lemon juice holder or something, to press out the center. You just press it down, give it a little twist, and it should come loose, and then do that to both of your mixtures or however many pans you've made. And of course there is going to be scraps, so feel free to eat that yourselves. Once you have all the donuts pressed out, I did put mine back in the fridge just to harden a little bit more and make them easier for decorating. So for decorating, I did use candy melt. I melted them down in the microwave with a little bit of coconut oil just to make them super liquidy, but also really easy to work with, as well as some white chocolate because I love white chocolate. So then I'm just drizzling that on top. I basically just dipped the Rice Krispy square into the mixture of chocolate like halfway. It was really easy, and you can kind of fill bubbles as you go. Super easy and actually kind of clean, which normally decorating things like this is really messy, so I really enjoyed this. And you can get creative with this. Again, you can use any kind of chocolate melt you want, so you can have them a color theme or make them all rainbow, and then just add your favorite sprinkles, because what's a birthday without sprinkles? I think Rice Krispy squares are a really awesome last minute treat because it really doesn't take that long. It does take a little bit of time in the fridge just to harden, but overall this was a pretty easy DIY birthday gift, and you can present it to them in a cute box or on a cute tray such as this. Not only would this make a really great birthday gift, I think this would be an awesome treat to serve at a birthday party. So hopefully this video gave you guys some ideas, and yeah, give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Let me know in a comment down below which of the 3 birthday treats you guys enjoyed the most, and give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more videos like this from me in the future. You can check out my previous videos, including the back to school giveaway over here, and subscribe to my vlog channel here, main channel here, and I will chat with you guys in my next video. Have a great day. Bye!